Hello, today I will be talking about an AMA presentation on augmented reality in retail spaces and the impacts on sales. So today I will start with application and then I'll move into the research motivation and the findings and then the key takeaways and then concluding it. So AR applications are out there in the world right now, if we even notice it or not. And there are four main things that AR helps to target and also accomplishes. And one of them is entertaining customers. This helps AR helps drive foot traffic to the physical stores because of things we may see through technology. It also creates interest and a good experience for shoppers. We have seen this through Walmart using AR and partnering with Marvel, making a fun experience for the shoppers. And then Starbucks in Shanghai has a few fun tools that you can use, like scanning products and learning more. That leads me to the second target is educating customers. AR helps an immensely amount by helping deliver information to customers without needing maybe a sales associate or an employee explaining. They can just pull it up on their phones. And an example of this is Toyota Hybrid. So you can learn more about your cars, you can learn more about the systems and everything. And then also Lowe's navigation. So, just on your phone, it pulls up a map and it's interacting. So you can walk along the path and things like that. And then the third is it helps evaluate products further than we might be able to without AR. So it helps increase customer confidence and also visualize the products that they might have just bought. This is like IKEA's place. So, helping set up a room, design a room based off what you just bought, or Sephora virtual artist. So putting makeup on through a phone, it just helps the customer not regret purchasing something or learning more things after purchasing. And then also it's the fourth and final thing is enhancing post purchase. So a lot of the times, we might have buyer's remorse or things like that. So AR helps a lot with that because it'll offer new ways to enjoy it or additional information and et cetera, et cetera. So examples of this is like Lego, sometimes you can scan it and see there's like hidden sets if you move around the pieces, or Hyundai virtual guide. So like the Toyota, you can learn more about your car and the systems and all the great things to it that you might have not known before. So why did AMA even think to research this? So a fun fact is that 42% of executives at global leading brands plan to make AR investments because they see how much it can help. So this is leading us to the belief that this is a growing tool and we need to learn how to really hone in on it and make it the best possible. So the question of this research was, can AR help increase online retail? And the research consisted of international online and offline cosmetics brands. So it was one brand that had a presence both on and offline and international. So it was a big scale. So it's not like it's some small brand that we're just trying to test. No, it had following already. And the feature was a camera for the customers to use, and it's cosmetics. So it's like makeup, lipstick, eyeshadow, things like that. And there was 160,400 people that did it. There's 800,000 online sessions, which is a great amount. And then it hosted 2,300 products. So the people could try on 2,300 different products using the camera feature. And these were some of the questions that the researchers found. So in the end, they did find an increase in the category sales. So we see that app sales and product categories with the AR feature did increase sales when it was available in mobile apps. The findings from this research is that there were three products that most benefited from AR implementation, and that is one, less popular brands. So products if from a brand that people might not know about or might not have the best reputation. And this is because the customers can try it on through screen or through camera without actually having to put down a credit card or pay some amount of money. The customers are able to focus more on how the product competes and how it performs rather than the brand that's painted on it. So this helps Also less mainstream products. So products that might not have as much reach or popularity. Customers are able to test it out and try them on. And maybe in store they wouldn't have even bat an eye on it at it, but because they were able to do it through a phone so easily, they're going to test everything they possibly can out. So less popular, less mainstream, those are the really key ones. And then as well as expensive products, because you don't want to purchase something with really high risk if you don't know you love it for sure. So AR helps a huge amount because you can test it, you can learn about it, you can try it before you have to purchase it and put a big amount of money down. And it also, with AR increasing sales for expensive products, that means it increases profits, which means AR is totally worth it to include into a business if these are some of the products that you might be selling. So the key takeaways are that customers that benefit from AR are either new to the product category or new to online channel, because both of those things can be intimidating or risky, or maybe you don't even know about them. So AR is a great way to help increase the customers to those two categories. And then as well, AR helps companies that promote online channels, encourage category expansions, and brings profit. So with AR, the companies can benefit in those three areas, which are very important for both online and offline companies. And then AR is most useful for when customers might experience some sort of risk or uncertainty. So that goes back to the expensive, less popular, or less mainstream. Customers are not going to pay a huge amount of money, or sometimes even any amount of money, if they have to face some risk or uncertainty, but AR helps introduce them and let them learn more about it. And then AR is most helpful, again, for the products that are less popular, less mainstream, and expensive. So that is my presentation on how augmented reality is currently in retail spaces and how it affects sales. And the future is so bright with this, with the increase of technology. So who knows where it could go, but I think it'll just continue to help growing companies and helping profits expand. Thank you for listening.